Welcome back, Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. So glad to have you with me. We have so many excellent fights coming up. I want to talk to you for a moment about one that is rumored to be right down the road. It is Adrien Broner versus Marco Maidana. You know, Adrien Broner is trying desperately, as he's playing the fool a lot, you know, he is playing the clown, but he's trying desperately to be regarded as a serious pound-for-pound contender. He knows that he does not belong in the pound-for-pound. Not on that top 10 list. I mean, if he had different judges and less representation than Al Haymon, he has a couple of losses on his record, at least draws. He's never championed a division. He's never been in a super fight. Guys who pressed him like Daniel Ponce de Leon, were at least even with him. After narrowly outpointing Paulie Malignaggi, he said, I'm going to let the fans pick. They're coming up with the name Marco Maidana. It's what the fans want. How do I know that this is that this has the potential of being a legitimate fight? Legitimate, I mean that both fighters have a chance of winning a decision. Al Haymon is currently in negotiation to pick up the career of Marco Maidana. Now, if he controls both fighters, that means that he's not automatically going to fix the decision and pay the judges to represent Broner. Now, a lot of people are saying, look, Broner fancies himself as a puncher. He doesn't really have all that power. He's going to stand and trade with Maidana. He's going to get beat up by Maidana. Maidana is a banger, a brawler, who has added finesse and fundamentals from the Garcia camp in California recently. A lot better than he used to be. You know, when he went from junior welterweight to welterweight, we thought it was just another case of a guy adding pounds and losing power. It's not. He has a solid corner. His fundamentals are better. He is ferocious. He has power. He has the instincts of a fighter with the punching power of a natural puncher. You know, this is a fight that's come and go. One thing that I'm hearing, and of which I wish to make you aware, is people are looking at how Broner faced Malignaggi, and they're saying this is how he's going to face Maidana, and so he's going to lose to Maidana. Now, he very well may be defeated by Maidana. If Maidana fights the same fight as Daniel Ponce de Leon, it may not matter what Broner does. He might not have enough to hold him off. Counter fighters, mobile counter fighters, and believe it or not, there's a lot of that element in the timing of Broner's game to that. We'll take 3 or 4 rounds, figure a guy out, wear him down, and then go off late. But we have to realize Paulie Malignaggi with his right hand has less power in it than any fighter in the game. Maybe there are a few women's boxers who are so young that they haven't learned that they need to do more than just straighten their hand out. Malignaggi keeps damaging his hand because there's no kinetic energy, there's no pivot behind the shot at all. He's not moving his weight forward or back. Tremendous technical flaw. And since he hits about as hard as a butterfly's wing would land on your skin, Broner had nothing to fear. Flush shots didn't hurt, so he wasn't worried. That doesn't mean he's going to fight that same game plan against Marco Maidana. I mean, he's not stupid. He has to know that if he stands there and trades with that guy, he's going to get the crap beat out of him. He has all sorts of gifts: speed, timing, the ability to control distance. And if he displays the discipline that he has, is on point through the entire fight, he can pot shot and take advantage of a lot of disadvantages that Maidana has. Shut down the offensive opportunities by clinching whenever he gets close, slow the clock down, slow the fight down, make it work his way. With Al Haymon controlling both fighters, you might get a fair decision, which means you have to rule out the automatic decision for Broner. This is a reflection on Broner's most recent appearances, where people were expecting more of him than they got. When you artificially insert someone into the top pound-for-pound rankings, like they did with Abner Mares, when the fix is in on the pound-for-pound list, and you stick Broner in there even though he's not supposed to be there, you move out Donaire, you move out Rigondeaux, and you fix the ratings to stick him in there, you have to realize he has to live up to that. And although he's winning, looks confident, I'm going to watch him fight next time out. I also know that he doesn't deserve to be where he is. He's vulnerable. Maidana might just crawl up his chest and beat the crap out of him. So we have to see now. If he uses motion the whole time, says, I'm never trading with him. I'm never trading with him. I'm not giving away the first 4 rounds. I'm going to move the whole time. I'm going to clinch him every time he gets close. I'll do a little stupid thing with my hair at the end. I'll act like a teenager when it's over. But during the fight, I'm a grown man. I'm going to act like a grown man. If he does that, he could soundly outpoint even the upgraded Maidana. The question is, does he have the judgment to do so? When you're a boxer who fancies himself now as a puncher, you can run into a lot of trouble. You can run into a lot of trouble. And anyone who doubts that, just look at the excellent welterweight champion of the mid-1980s, Donald Curry. Donald Curry was a slick moving boxer, high defense. He looked like he belonged in the ring with guys like Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas Hearns and Wilfredo Benitez, Roberto Duran. I mean, he was that good. And when he unified the crown, he changed his style. You could see at the time before against a guy named Colin Jones where he said, I'm just not going to run. Well, they weren't used to a perimeter game of him playing solid, so he pounded Jones, stopping him in 4 to some horrendous cuts. Then they put him against Milton McCrory, who had been running a parallel course for dominance at the 147-pound division in the mid-1980s. He said, I'm going to be the puncher this time, and he stepped in hard. And he knocked him out almost instantly, and people said, this is the entire package. This guy has the offensive capability of Thomas Hearns or Sugar Ray Robinson. He didn't. He immediately started holding his chin way up and holding his hands down, negating his jab, not making sure that he was at the right weight. The big success was really the beginning of the end for him. If we're going to see Adrien Broner succeed at this level, we're going to see it in this fight. If he does everything right, maybe in a year or so, he will deserve some sort of shot, pound for pound title. At least top 10, top 15. For now, he is the kid who would be king, but is not. And I'm anxious to see that, because if he slows down against Maidana, he's going to take a real beating. It's going to be a fascinating matchup, the contrasting styles and everything that goes along with it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Christian Shreve, bestboxingbets.com. I'm Christian Shreve, and I'm here to tell you about why I think you should own my new book, Money Boxing, which is on sale now. Money Boxing has something for everyone, whether or not you know anything about boxing. You're about to receive a backstage pass into a world of glamour, corruption, and intrigue. And you're going to learn about the system, which is the only thing the casinos have had to fear in a long time. You can own Money Boxing by clicking on the link below now. I think you'll like it.